Hey guys, thanks for checking out the bullet points. There have been a lot of companies coming out with pistol caliber carbines lately. I noticed that it shot kind of 2 years ago. They started to hit the market. Last year it shot. It seemed like there was probably a dozen companies. And I personally love the pistol caliber carbines. I think they are a super fun platform. And CMMG has launched an entire line of them. So you guys may have seen our review of the CMMG Banshee in 22. We'll put the link up in the corner here so you can check it out if you haven't already. Today we've got the 9mm. They also have 45, 300 blackout, and then your 5.56. I really liked the CMMG Banshee in 22. That was a fun little gun. Had a blast with it. Light, easy to shoot, super compact. I wanted to get a hold of the 9mm because I love 9mm. I love pistol caliber carbines. They're just incredibly fun to shoot. So I wanted to get my hands on one of these guys and see if it performs as well as the 22 did. Comes with the ripstock here, which is on all CMMG Banshees, the SBR versions anyway. This is called the ripstock. It comes out to a preset configuration. You can of course collapse it down to different sizes if you want, but at any position you can just pull it straight back and it locks into where you want the shoulder to be. Along with that, you've got a couple of ambidextrous features on it. So you've got your charging handle, you've got your sling mounts, got your safety selector. It's got an integrated kind of one-piece lower receiver trigger guard. That's kind of neat, and it's also kind of beveled out a little bit so you can run gloves or something like that without issue. Comes with, of course, the Magpul MOE and MVG grips, and then this really nice, big, wide magazine release. I think that thing's pretty awesome. It's not too tense. It doesn't stick out too far where you're going to bump it accidentally. I actually really like the profile of this. So anyway, cool magazine release. Of course, it comes with the Magpul furniture here. You've got your MOE and your MVG grips. You got your very short barrel. Again, this is the SBR version because we've got the ripstock. They also have a pistol version of it that comes with a SIG brace or a brace instead. I love the 22 version. I expect big things out of this 9. So let's run a couple rounds and I'll tell you what I think. God, that thing runs great. Very manageable recoil, and I'll tell you why. One of the things that is unique about this pistol caliber carbine is that it's got a delayed blowback system. You'll notice that the bolt has a little spring to it. So as the round fires, it doesn't do your typical AR style, gas retrieval system or piston driven anything. It's just based upon the blowback. But with standard blowback, you end up getting a little bit of muzzle climb, a little bit more felt recoil. But with that spring there, it actually delays the blowback of the 9mm round as it goes off and kind of delays the felt recoil and muzzle climb. So pretty cool design by CMMG there. That's the first time that I've seen a delayed blowback system in a AR-9 or AR-15 9mm. Very little recoil. Again, it's a light gun, so I'm surprised at that because I was actually anticipating quite a bit more recoil with that short of a barrel. The fact that it's humming 9mm out of there and it only weighs 4.5 pounds. So pretty impressed with that. Very little muzzle climb, very little felt recoil, very configurable. I like it a lot so far. We got a can for it, so I'm gonna go grab the suppressor. We'll put that on, run a couple rounds with that. But so far, so good. I'm gonna try a couple different magazines. I got a PMag we'll put through it, see if that changes anything at all. We'll also try a couple of different ammo styles as well. So stay tuned, and we'll get some more rounds downrange. We're gonna be running a Glock PMag, or whatever they call these, P19s or P17s or whatever, and then I got a Zev base plate on there so I can hold a couple extra rounds. But went ahead and ditched the hearing protection because we are running suppressed. So let's see how this gun and suppressor combo goes. The steel was loud. I gotta be perfectly honest. For a suppressor this size, I was actually expecting quite a bit more sound suppression. We do have the 45 can on the 9mm, so that's obviously letting a lot of gas escape. But I was honestly expecting a little bit more. I'll see if I can get a hold of the 9mm and do a follow-up review to see if it's any quieter. But it does muffle it. I mean, it's hearing safe. Definitely hearing a crack, but my ears aren't ringing or anything. So I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to suppressors though. So I'd say that this is pretty good, not the best I've seen. Ran the PMAG great though. Not a misfire, no feeding issues or anything, and no wear on the top of the magazine either to indicate that the bolt is sliding too close to the magazine or hitting it in any way. This thing's awesome, dude. I like the, I really like the ripstock. I like the overall feel and functionality of the gun. The suppressor, I'll give a solid B- to. Those were Highland Lakes 9mm. So I'm gonna run some Winchester white box. I think I've got some Subsonics there. I'll see if those make much of a difference. And we'll see if this will cycle all of those as well. So let me load up a couple more mags. I'll be right back. Now we are running some incredibly terrible Tula ammo. That crappy steel core junk. I hate that ammo. I don't run it through my personal guns, but this is a demo and I gotta test it out. Damn! Steel core stuff ran just fine. Again with the PMAG too, so not even the proprietary, or not even the mag that it comes with. So I'm impressed. This thing's running real good. I'm gonna grab some Subsonics and then some Winchester white box. We'll run a couple of those through and see if we can get any feeding issues out of it. But so far so good, not a single malfunction. All right guys, we're now running some Subsonic hollow points by Winchester. Let's see how the sound suppression is running. Again, this is a 45 can, so it's obviously letting a lot more gas escape than a 9mm one, but it's what I have today. So we're gonna run a couple rounds with this, see how the sound suppression is, see if we can get this thing to misfire at all. So far, so good though. Magazine release that I was telling you about, you're not gonna risk bumping it on accident. It takes just a little bit of pressure to release that mag. Right? But it looks good, it's smooth, it's got CMMG's logo on there. I mean, it's pretty badass. I like the Banshee a lot. Another thing about the Banshee is it's got a very generous mag well. It's beveled from all sides, so you don't need to get the exact right angle on your magazine to get it in there. I think that'll help with reloads pretty good. I really like this gun, man. It is short, it is compact, it is light, super fun to shoot. Again, this is a single tack stamp gun. It is an SBR because of the ripstock on here, but you can get your non-SBR version of it with a brace on here instead. Winchester white box, we ran Highland Lakes ammo reloads, we ran Winchester Subsonics, and even Tula ammo, and this thing chewed up every single round, every single time, and not only with the proprietary Glock magazines, but also with the P17 mags as well. So I could not get the thing to misfire. Make sure you go out and check these out. They got them at silencershop.com, and Silencer Shop always has a bit better prices than you see out there on MSRP. So make sure you cruise over and check them out. This is the tack stamp version because I do have the ripstock on here. If you get it with the brace, you can skip that $200. Buy this thing separately and then put it on when your tax stamp does come in. We kind of had a double tax stamp gun today because we had the suppressor on there as well. But again, you can get one of these with the brace right out the box, shipped to your local FFL. So do that, or wait your time in purgatory and ATF purgatory and get your ripstock on there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got a bunch more reviews coming your way, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and for the guy that commented on my last suppressor video and said it was promoting gun violence, right there for you. See you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.